If I could sum up the last month of internet consumption for myself, it would be hilarious stories about Zion Williamson's personal life and stuff about the Lava Studio. I have seen this making the rounds on so many different guitar channels. It's a very kind of hot item. I did a review on this a month or two ago. I wanted to kind of come back and talk about maybe a longer term review about some stuff that I've maybe changed my mind about in the last 60 days or so. But yeah, this is the Lava Studio. I will link you to the full review I did of this right out of the box. But essentially, it is a standalone unit that has, you know, a built-in speaker. Like the front part of here is the speaker. But it also has a touchscreen, really just like, it's kind of like a nice, huge iPad display that has a lot of different features, okay? They've got some updates that just came out that have improved the functionality on some of the features, which we're gonna talk about now. You can also even screen record the entire thing. But basically, there's a whole community with the Lava thing, and people can upload their presets, which I've found fantastic. I almost kind of like prefer just using other people's presets and building my own, just because I'm a busy man. I'm very busy reading NBA gossip sites. I don't have time to be making my own presets. So again, you can kind of just scroll through the banks here. This Red Lanterns one is like so cool for lead type playing, which I think is really cool. In my initial review, my favorite part of it was actually the backing tracks. So again, we've got kind of like four little icons here. We've got the main sounds of like building your tracks, building your amp out, adding your pedals and stuff like here. We have the Lava account, which has the backing tracks and the lessons, etc. Also has like your feed and your posts if you want to get involved in the community. But like for instance, just real quick on the backing track, you can just load this up. Let me turn the volume of the backing track down, but it gives you the key that it's in, the genre, and the tempo. So if I want to use this one, I'll just go to use right here, and then it'll bring up a further menu, which is really cool because it has like this block method of showing you where the chords change. So if you press this little block icon here, it'll give you the chord progression and how long everything stays on it. So turn it up a little bit. So I really like that. Now, it's pretty funny because some of these could just be features that I have discovered since doing it, or some of these could be features they've updated the app with. Same difference to me. Really cool. I would say the feature that I've actually been using the most, you know, I like backing tracks as much as anybody else, but the DAW feature is probably the best of the new stuff, right? So, real quick. I'm a Logic user, so this actually kind of comes really easy to me because some of the criticisms of this might be like, well, can't you do the same thing with just like a computer or like a tablet and an interface and some monitors or some headphones or something like that? Like, yeah, for sure. You totally could kind of build a similar experience with all those different pieces. I think there's a lot of merit in having the luxury, honestly, of having like an all-in-one box that kind of does it all. So I can just make like a blank project, and I play everything in 3/3 timing. So I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna set the project time signature to 3/3. It also has tap tempos. You can kind of tap in like whatever you want. So if you just go to BPM, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, I can confirm that. Actually, I want to make it faster than that. Let's just make it 100, right? And then what's really cool about this now is you can turn the metronome on and then super quickly make a loop. At first I was like, well, I kind of wish I had a foot switch I could just kind of like start and stop. But the count in metronome really does the trick for you. So let me go back to, I want to do something cleaner for like a rhythm track. So I click the little amp. Let's go to that kind of fusion, smooth fusion compression is going to be the one that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to count myself in. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And again, let's say I just want to solo over just that part, right? So it's just like Logic. I can like have the loop bar on top. Let me drag that over, and then I'll just I'll just loop that over and over again, just like a looper pedal would be. And then I can take the metronome out, right? So it's a clean signal. And then now if I want to add another track, I can solo over it. I can go to my little amp here, add that Red Lantern preset from before. So it's a really easy way to kind of like get down ideas very quickly and then just kind of like just go crazy. I've been tracking this album with my buddy Jack, who's like an incredible drummer, but I think this is like such a quick way to get ideas down and then actually also be able to export them too. So DAW, great feature that I didn't really talk a whole lot about the first video, but this is actually probably the feature that I've been using the most out of any of them since I've really kind of started practicing with it. We'll exit without saving because I know that works, but same thing, you can import from Lava Cloud, which is the community thing that I was talking about. You can actually also do screen recordings on this, and it'll automatically upload the screen recordings to your Lava Cloud account, which is how I had the screen recording for this video kind of going. You can import drum sections, grooves. It has a built-in AI stem splitter, which again is super helpful if you're, if you maybe have, let's say you want to practice the solo from Hotel California by the Eagles or something. You could like just throw an MP3 of that in there, split it into stems, take the guitar out, and then actually practice and add the guitar yourself and speed stuff up and down. And then there's the whole app section, which this is how you'd update the software, the firmware for this, and then also access your Lava Cloud account and your screen recordings that you have saved in here. The only apps I've used so far are YouTube and Spotify to kind of just jam along with, like, just different tracks and stuff like that. So you can connect all that stuff. The one thing that I have found that is interesting that might just be to personal taste is I originally had this on the stand that you can optionally grab. I personally just kind of prefer having it on a tabletop. That's not really like a positive or a negative. I just like having it, I don't know, I just like having it next to me here because it's just super easy to plug in. I use it actually in tandem with my actual DAW just because this is just so much easier to just turn on, turn off, whatever, and you're good to go. So I'll have links in here in the description if you guys are interested in this. Really, really cool product. Definitely glad it's on the scene. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. And yeah, just wanted to share my long-term review thoughts. Sound is great. Stuff keeps getting added to it all the time. So if you are in a position to maybe have just kind of like an all-in-one box to complement maybe a home recording setup, or if this is your first foray into home recording, this doubles as just like a cool amp, practice solution, and recording thing all in one. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will talk to you guys soon.